We will wait your colleague, maybe. You sent an
You.
invitation to another colleague. Okay, I arrive. So, okay, we can start. So, yes, I would like to invite you to have a feedback and give you also some information after some exchange with the IPB platform because we have similar topics about the UCU and how it's managed from the IPB, how it could be managed to increase the quality, etc., etc. And for that, I would like also to understand how you proceed to about the UCU from your side when you extract the information in the CAD system to populate the information about the moment of inertia, for example, and product of inertia, where it comes from, etc., etc. And I will share my screen just to give you an idea regarding what I saw from my side in the system. Uh, so, Semi, if you are able to see my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I open one UCU for BWA. It's one case that we have also with a different part number from your side at BWA in AGZ structure. And I would like to understand some different things. So first of them, in the CAD system, if I check in Teamcenter, the UCU, my understanding with IPB team, it's they have in the system an automated process to extract from Creo the UCU because the UCU guy work in different CAD system, not in Teamcenter NX. So for that, we have, I don't know who use it and how it's used, it's work exactly, but they launch a process, automation process, and the system extract automatically simplified geometry in our CAD system with the 10-digit part number of the UCU, and after that we import inside, and we have also here, and it's not so clear for me, the number. We have 3 digits here. It is not the revisioning. It looks something different. Maybe the revisioning in the CAD system, origin CAD system, but I don't, I'm not so sure. But we have here a specific 10-digit part number, and from for the BWA AGZ structure, you create a dedicated part number, not linked with this one in the CAD system. I cannot see inside the description, for example, anything except CU, but that it comes from this part number and which revision. And that's the first thing that I saw, and it could be a difficulty for traceability to find easily from which one the data come from initially. If you look, maybe do you have from your side maybe an external file to see the link from the original file and what you create in the CAD system? I don't know if you have this type of thing.
Actually, we had an external file, maybe, but to be honest, 1 minute, maybe I'll also parallelly open that. Yeah, to be honest, it was initially a mistake from our side that we created a new part number. Yeah, it has to be done something like we have to create a part number with 333, this part number and underscore AGZ. Yeah, but initially, since we were really new to this AGZ template creation for BWA, we created a new part number here. Yeah, so that was the background. Yeah, but
Okay.
we have a file also available. I have to open the AGZ open point list file. Yeah, in there is another tab. There the part number linking is available. Yeah, but yeah, this could be also another chance uh, uh, we can look for it. Yeah, I mean like that file I can look for it. Yeah.
Okay, good. For that, but it's planned for the future to rebuild it with the original part number from your side. Do you plan to do it?
Exactly. Yeah. So this can be taken as an open point. Yeah. Yagnik, can you just note this as an open point, because yeah, as Christoph told, yeah, we have to convert this into this 333 part number, not the part number which we created. Yeah.
But don't go too fast, because maybe we have something that we need to discuss, because with IPB team, they have also the file look like that with this type of range of part number and EMP at the end also. And it also comes from the automation process. And the ID that we have today, we don't know if it will be possible, but it's also something that you can push maybe also from your side, and IPB team will push. I expect also on this direction is to request maybe to increase the functionality of the automation tools. I suspect that it will be not so simple at the beginning to populate with the data that we need to have at the end, because today it's a mix of we have a simplified geometry on the 3D model, because this one is a 3D model with the automations. The system generates automatically a GT file with the external shape of the UCU. And also we have like a small sphere element. You can see it. It's on red, and these spherical elements are normally with the correct position for the center of mass, and they modify the information to have the mass on it. Is that I understood from my side. After that, for the other information, moment of inertia is totally wrong here. It means that the system are not able to indicate today maybe the information directly on the geometry. And one thing that it's very strange, no product of inertia. In any case, you have some actions with Archita in the past with the guy from the UCU, and they say, okay, use only the information that you are able to find on the drawing. So it's a second screenshot that I have from my side on the email. And here it's only the moment of inertia. It means that it's not completely true regarding the reality, and it's also something that maybe that the team of the UCU need to understand, that we need to increase the level of detail for this type of things. And I have no idea from your side, do you have some actions with I saw in Team Center this name, Zander Thomas. It's somebody at Bleicher. Do you have some action with? Yeah.
No, because what we did for the ECU is that, as you mentioned in the mail, yeah, we got this data, that picture which you showed, this green color, black color picture, yeah, the table picture, yeah, it from Fenric. Wait a minute, I'll give his name, yeah. Maybe I can share my screen. Yeah. Now 1 minute.
Yeah, it's somebody. They are working in Hungary.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they work on the ECU itself. And it's and this one, it's the an extraction from the drawing of the different variant of the UCU for BWA, I imagine.
But you are saying that, Christopher, you're saying that the values which was given by him, even the moment of inertia, is wrong, or?
No, I don't say that. I say that it's not enough. We have
Okay.
only moment of inertia, but I think that we need also the product of inertia, because it will today it's the value it's at 0 for the product of inertia.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's quite strange. I don't know if it's maybe very close to 0. I have no idea, to be honest. But it's very strange that it's 0 in any case. And if it's not 0, I think that they are, and we saw I don't know if it's on the same email. If you scroll down, I don't know if I think that it's on this email. If you scroll down again, you have a picture, I think, yes, here, the picture here. And if you make some zoom on the picture, we understand that the information on the right, it comes from Creo, so the CAD system where the ECU have been developed in the system, and the product of inertia could be, I will back 0 also on this file. And for us, it's a little bit strange, but we are thinking that it's because it's the spherical element that they use to extract this information, and not the real geometry. It's something that it's not. It's just something that we imagine. We have no real. We don't have the real information about that, but it's only what we are thinking. Because to have product of inertia at 0, it's only when we have a symmetrical element, perfect symmetrical element, and spherical, it could be the reason. And on this table, the value of inertia tensor are at 0 for that, and it's for this reason we are thinking that they extract the information from the simplified geometry and not from the real geometry. So it's also something that they need to maybe increase the level of detail regarding what we need to extract from the real geometry to be closer regarding what we need at the end. We know that the ECU is not the most important part, pairing the motor, etc. So the impact will be, we are thinking, very low, but most probably we have a small impact regarding the different possibilities that the customer will have during the simulation. So we can imagine that, but it's also to increase the quality of our data and also to be in phase with the level of information that it will be necessary for now to deliver to the customer in case of they need to use it.
Yeah, actually, I also totally agree with this point. Yeah. So my action item would be that I have a regular face-to-face meeting with Sebastian first. Yeah, I will also inform Sebastian and follow up with this Fenric and have a meeting. Yeah, and also maybe invite you for the meeting, because you are right, as you said. I mean, like, product of inertia equivalent to 0 is a little fishy. Also, in my point of view. Yeah. So. We'll proceed in this way. I will also inform this in our regular face-to-face meeting with Sebastian and arrange a meeting with this Fenric and also some of the guys involved in this ECU team, so that we can also investigate on this, and get the real data.
Yeah, and the idea, it's maybe for the future could be to use automation functionality that they have today, but and push to increase how it will work to extract maybe directly the correct information. But I don't know if it's so simple. And honestly, they have a process in place for ESP from a long time ago, I imagine. And they use also the same way of work for IPB. I discussed with Blai Shargai previous week about this type of things, if it's possible to add this information. They say, but we have the issue with the CU because we have automation process, and we would like to keep the automation process and don't create a specific 3D model to implement the moment of inertia and product of inertia manually. So it means that the idea is to investigate and try to push. I don't know with who, but the different platform. If the different platform has the same request, so it means ESP, IPB, and now BWA. If we have the same request, it will be maybe easier at the end to have the possibility to increase the current tools and implement directly in the import model maybe the data. In that case, it means that you don't need to create a specific geometry. It's also the interest for all of us, for you, because when it will be implemented, you don't need to manage it. The only thing that we saw, and maybe it's where is the data are currently stored regarding the group. For the BWA, it's inside CCSM1. So it means not in CCSM-AGZ. I speak about the with the range of the real CU, I would like to say, with the automation process. And for IPB, no, they move it. I don't know if they move it manually or they request to modify something with the tool. It's not so clear regarding this point. Maybe it could be interesting to when we will have more detail from our side to review it also with Matthias Meyer from Bleicher because they have more information about the process in place. Regarding us, for us, it's completely new. We don't have this information. 1 week ago, we discovered that, so it's pretty new for us. So it's for that we say, okay, if there are some process in place, we will try to use this, maybe request just to increase what it's possible to do with the current process and push on this direction. It's interest is for all of us to reduce because it's rebuild something just to implement this type of information for me is no sense if we are able to do it with automation process and just update it a little bit. But it's something that we need to clarify regarding what we need. From my side, I think what we need is pretty clear. After it's how it's possible to have it. It's maybe more complex for sure with the automation process. We know how to do it manually, but currently it's the same for the IPB team, and they don't have also the product of inertia in any case. So it's something that it's missing. So it's not correctly defined in any case. And I push on this way. I say, okay, maybe it's something that 5-10 years ago is not mandatory to have it, but no, we need to take in account also the customer request about this type of things. Because during the development process, they use more and more simulation tools to reduce the time during the development phase. So we need also to take in account this point, increase the quality of our data, quality, level of detail of what is necessary to share when it's necessary. So, okay.
But I also totally agree to the point, because what we share, it should be accurate enough to the OEMs, at least after all these years, 6 or 7 years,
acceptable for us for sure, but with enough detail to be usable, because today we saw that it's in the past we can deliver only the mass of the component and the center of mass. It's enough majority of time, but now we saw that we need more and more detail. It's the way of work is what we need to take in account and increase the quality of data.
Mm-hmm.
But in that case, it's not only we have how to say that the automation tools. It means that they develop something. So somebody develops some get script, etc. with BD most probably, I imagine. So we need to define which information need to be populated, how they need to extract it, where the data will come from. And for that, I think that only the UC guy can support us, from my point of view, because most probably they do it from the data from the simplified geometry from Creo, and I think that it's not enough regarding the moment of inertia and product of inertia. So maybe it will be more complex for them to extract this information.
But so if we will go through this Fenric, maybe we'll get more information from Fenric, I guess, when we have the meeting with him. So
probably yes.
So I would propose this one. So I will arrange a meeting, maybe next week or this week. I don't know. It will be possible because I have this face-to-face meeting with Sebastian on Thursday. I will align with Sebastian and we'll arrange a meeting with Fenric. So we can discuss this point with Fenric, and maybe if we get a lead, we can follow up on that, and catch up and solve this issue.
Yeah, and also I say that it's maybe before to say that it's maybe to have a common understanding and push in the same direction with the IPB team, because we have similar discussion. I would like just to align, if it's possible, the request to be sure that we have the same understanding, and because at the end it's the same tool. Same group, most probably the data will come with the same logical. So the request need to be the same in any case at the end. So it's just to be sure that it's clear. It could be also interesting in that case if we have discussion with the guy from UCU to discuss also with the IPB team at the same time, because I think that it's very similar. And our idea is first it's to discuss with you to see what it's possible to do, and give a feedback from my side to IPB team, and function of what we discover from our side and from the IPB team side also, to arrange a dedicated meeting, and maybe if we have a common meeting with the UCU guy, it could be a good idea, I think.
So I would also appreciate with that. So first I have to discuss with Sebastian. So after I discuss with Sebastian, I will also inform you. Then maybe I can set a placeholder and you can forward the invite to the IPB guys also, because as you said, we have the common goals here. So it is the same for IPB and BWA. So
exactly. But for BWA it's pretty new. For ESP and IPB they use and they have more experience, I would like to say. So it could be also interesting to have the feedback, because we have one colleague from Matthias, they push to do it with the automation clearly. But I agree with the guy, because if we have something in place currently, it's better to use it and push to implement some update on this with the tool, and see what is possible to do. But it means that it's not so simple to do it very quickly. So I think that the difficulty will be this point, because to define when it will be possible, if it's technically possible, and how to proceed. I think that it's something that it could be a little bit long comparing what we need sometime with exchange with the data. So I think that at this level we will keep to the way of work, but it's more for the future to implement it. It's more. I think that we need to do it on this way. In any case, because it will be the most logical currently comparing what we need and not to rebuild everything from scratch again and again, but to have a common understanding. It will be the first things in any case. So okay, it's from my side. It's only that. It's just to exchange with you about these things, give our feedback, see if from your side if it's understandable regarding what our idea, and the next step, like you say, maybe from your side, is discuss with Sebastian first, and after that, we to arrange most probably a meeting with the UCU team to try to explain what we would like to do in the future. Okay. That's from my side. That's all. In any case, and yes, we will see. So you have a meeting this week with Sebastian, okay?
Exactly, yeah. So I will explain this problem to Sebastian, yeah. I mean, like this issue with Sebastian, yeah. And we'll see. I mean, like I'll also get some names with Sebastian so we can go ahead and we can explain this problem to the ECU team and see what is their approach towards the same.
Yeah. I think it's understandable. I think it's pretty easy to understand that it's regarding the request itself. After that, I think it's technically how to do it. It's more complex, most probably.
Exactly, yeah. So in automation, how we do it, that is going to be an question. But yeah, let's see what the ECU team is proposing. Yeah, or let's see that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In any case, we need the feedback from the CE team and to understand how it works today. I think that it looks like they have a simplified model. They extract it, and the information are populated in the extracted model and on the spherical element for the mass and center of mass. But for the other things that I understood, it's we need to use drawing where it's populated with the moment of inertia. So but it's in the second step, it's not implemented on the file itself. So that's why it's maybe something that it could be necessary to implement. If they are able to implement the moment of inertia, I think that after that to populate with product of inertia, it will be not so difficult also. In any case, but we will see what it would be possible after the discussion.
Yep.
The real problem will be the budget to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I imagine that it will be the problem. We will see for that.
This case where the company itself is a little bit on the struggling side. So yeah, let's see that. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But maybe it will be not it will be not implemented automatically very soon. But it's just to take in account have the same understanding, because for sure if we don't have the right information, the value we are not able to explain where they come from, etc. So it's also difficult in case of a question from the customer, for example. And for the IPB or ESP, maybe we don't know how the customer will request, but we are thinking that they could request the ECU independently of the hydraulic unit, and it's not the case with BWA, for example. It's a package, and IPB, I think that it's also a package. It's included on the hydraulic unit or power. No, not power. Product unit, or your power unit. Garrosing, yes. Sorry.
Okay.
I mix up with the different products that we have. Four different products, too much now.
Okay. But yeah, so that was my question, but you answered already. In IPB, my understanding was, since it was very, very small, I mean, like negligible, this was not affecting the whole product. But how can you explain again how IPB is rectifying this problem? I mean, like
currently is not rectified. It's we discover the problem because we have the value at 0 because it's not included on the inside the sub level. So when it's included on the with the motor and the we are not able to see the product of inertia that it's not populated properly for the UCO itself. And we have also some exchange with Volvo with the ESP. And we saw that the structure we have the hydraulic unit and the UCO independently, and so it means we need to populate it and with the moment of inertia. And today we have only moment of inertia and nothing about the product. So and we say organize the UCO. We don't have it at the UCO level, and so it's and we saw that and we say, oh, strange, why we have no value for the product of inertia for the UCO, and so we started the exchange with that with the different team and also IPB because because they have the experience with ESP because it's the same thing that they manage in the past. ESP and IPB, so they have more experience, I would like to say, with this type of things, and they explain us that they don't have the information because it's not populated by the system.
For ESP, we have product of inertia.
At the SAE level?
At the yes.
It's not 0? I mix with IPB, sorry.
It's the motor with the pH. It's 0.
Okay.
For USP.
So for ESP, we don't know where they come from, the product of inertia, because now it's the same process. Yeah, but you are talking about the CAD system of the customer. Yeah. But we don't know where the data come from. That's the problem. Yeah. Sorry, I mixed some things because we have an additional element on the loop, and the guy are not able to explain where the data come from. So.
Okay. Maybe if I understand right, for the ESP, the data which you find in for the ECU, the data which you find in the CAD system is random data. This is what you mean, right?
Yeah, but in the CAD system of the customer, during the exchange with Volvo, not inside the Bosch CAD system. And that's why I say that it's the guy put some value, and they are not able to explain where this value come from. We imagine that it's linked to some exchange with the ECU guy, but they don't remember. They are not able to explain us, so we don't know where this data come from. So, but it looks like in our CAD system, it's exactly the same structure. Because I imagine that it's the same tool for to export the data and populate after that the 3D model, etc., etc. But yes, maybe they request something specific, or they make some calculation manually, but it's not so clear, and it's not so clear for us. So you see, from my point of view, the CO doesn't matter which product is it. It's the same way of work internally at Bosch, I would like to say. After that, regarding what it's exchanged with the customer in the specific case, we are not able to understand how they populate information in the CAD system of the customer. But
So sorry, that was now I understood. Yeah, so in our system it was always 0. So the problem is not only in IPB and PWA, it is also in ESP. Yeah. So
every time when we have an ECU in any case, so currently we have this type of things for all these products. Yeah.
So this is actually a right good trigger, I would say. Yeah. So I will also communicate this with Sebastian. Yeah, and we will proceed in this way. and maybe Sebastian will also give some additional contacts with the ECU team. Yeah, so I will arrange a meeting. Yeah, so you can also invite the IPB guys or maybe some
Yep.
ESP guys if they are interested. Yeah, so we can all discuss this problem and see what we can do it. Yeah, if not immediately or someday. Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, for sure. We understand that it will be maybe not so simple in any case, but maybe the easy thing could be to extract the information manually from the CAD system of the ECU team to exchange initially with this information, and for us to be able to populate it in the CAD system of the customer, or in case of request to have it in. And put it manually, extreme way of work in our CAD system. But I would recommend to, if it's possible, to use the automation process, increase the process itself. For all of us, it will be easy way, simple way to generate the file itself. But we will see in any case after some exchange and discussion what it would be possible to do.
Exactly. Yeah. So as you told, it will be the immediate solution. We'll extract data and we can put it in our CAD system for now. But automation, let's look into what the ECU team says. Yeah.
I know for IPB teams they really refuse to do it manually.
Oh, okay.
They inform us already that they say no, we will not do a manual operation if it's not come from by the automation. So we know already this type of thing. But after that, if we push all of us in the same direction, maybe we will have the opportunity to have it at the end with what we need to have for sure. Okay. So thank you for the exchange, and keep us informed if you have some information, and don't hesitate to invite us in case of discussion also to participate, and I will share the information with IPB team also from my side regarding the discussion. And after that, I think that it will be the best way to have a common discussion with IPB, BWA team, ESP. I think that it's the same guy, so it could be easy with IPB team to discuss. In any case, we only the IPB team at this level, and see after if something it will be possible or not.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay.
Yeah. Then
thanks a lot. Have a good day. I saw that it's the time for lunch for you.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
So have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.